Hey guys, what's going on? It's iTouch Stuff here, that's spelled with a 0, and today I'm bringing you guys a quick speed test of the iPhone 4S and the iPod Touch 4G. Now the reason why I'm bringing you guys this test is because the iPod Touch 4G is the exact same thing as the new iPod Touch 5th generation. The only difference is that the new iPod Touch 5th generation comes in white. All of the specs are exactly the same. Normally I would not compare a newer model to an older model. But so basically count the guy on the right as the new iPod Touch. So you compare between the speed differences between the two new, touchscreen iDevices. So to start off, let's just do a quick screen size comparison between the two. So I'll sandwich these guys for you, and you can clearly see the iPod Touch 4G or 5G is significantly thinner, but you also have to account that the iPhone 4S has all the cellular communication stuff in there, such as an antenna and other things like that. So, real quick, just to get some things straight, these guys both have the same screen brightness as of the moment, so you can see, I guess there's nothing too different about these screens. For those of you who are wondering, these guys are both on the same Wi-Fi network, both have the same strength, and all of the applications on these two are quit out of. So I'll go ahead and start off with the first test. We're going to go ahead and launch Safari and do some web browsing tests. I'll just load a bookmark page for right now. Let's do apple.com. I'll try and get these as good as I can. So you can see that the iPhone 4S has a lead as of the moment, and the iPhone 4S finish, the iPod Touch, was not too far behind. But that was a bookmark page. Let's try a page that hasn't been loaded yet on these two devices. And I'll hit go at the same time. You can see the iPhone 4S was pretty quick. The iPod Touch 5th generation not too far behind. So you can see web browsing is not that bad between these two devices over a Wi-Fi network. But let's go ahead and look at some native apps and how they perform. I'm just going to go ahead and quit out of both Safaris. So one of the basic things that you might be doing is downloading apps. Let's see how fast the App Store launches on either of these two devices. So you can see the iPhone 4S loaded up right away. iPod Touch 4G still loading. The iPhone 4S had the clear hand there, but still, again, not too far behind for the iPod Touch 4G. So I'll go ahead and we'll do another test here. I'm going to go ahead and test a very graphic intense game, Infinity Blade. So one of the main features on the new iPhone 4S is that it has 7 times faster graphics than the iPhone 4. Now this is an iPod Touch 4G, so it's still not an iPhone 4. This guy only has 256 megabytes of RAM as opposed to 512 on this one. This guy only has a single core processor at 1 gigahertz, and this guy only has a dual core processor at 1 gigahertz. So let's just go ahead, load up Infinity Blade, and see how each of them fare. So the iPhone 4S and the iPod Touch 4G seem to be going pretty much the same speed. And you can see there's already the arrow here to go ahead and load the game. So if I wanted to click and play right now, it'll go right ahead. As you can see on the iPod Touch 4G, it's having a little difficulty loading. So we'll see how long it takes until that arrow is there before we can go ahead and start playing. There it is. It showed up. I'm going to go ahead. Sorry I didn't do this before, but switch these to landscape. And I'm going to hit these buttons at the same time. We'll see how good the graphics run on each. So the iPhone 4S already started, and it definitely looks a little smoother. See, it's already going. The iPod Touch 4G is a little bit choppy. Of course, the iPhone 4 should have really good graphics for all the stuff that's put internally into it. So you can see the iPhone 4S definitely has a quick hand here. It's loading significantly faster. It's rendering the graphics much better and much nicer than the iPod Touch 4G. That is just a quick speed test between the two of these devices. Next up, we're going to take a look at the cameras. Okay guys, so in my last camera test video, I said I did a video of my chickens. You guys seem to like it. So here they are again. You can notice in the iPhone 4S, everything is much brighter and more vivid and a lot sharper due to the nice camera. On the iPod Touch 4G, however, everything is kind of dull, as you can tell, and it's only a 0.7 megapixel camera, so everything is kind of blurry a little bit. There you have it, guys. That was a quick speed test between the iPhone 4S and the iPod Touch 5G. Hope you enjoyed it. This coming weekend, I think I might be able to do a speed test between the iPhone 4S and the Samsung Galaxy S2, so that should be interesting. So look forward to a video such as that one in the future, guys. This has been iTouch Stuff here, that's spelled with a 0, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.